another one. And I want to kind of play something how to recruit more people in your network marketing business. But before I show that, I got to show you guys what one of my success partners was able to experience when she was on her trip with another business that she's in, and how as network marketers, as people who travel, we travel at least 4 times a year, a minimum of 2 times as network marketers. So if you're a network marketer, you're watching it, you understand exactly what I'm saying. And so I always say, if we're traveling, we need to make sure we're saving more while we travel, so that we keep more in our pocket. That's how wealth is created, not by how much you spend, but how much you save without reducing the quality of your life. And so I'm about to share with you how we're able to save more for doing what we already do without reducing the quality of our life. But before I show you guys this training from one of my favorite guys, my favorite mentors, real quick, and you're going to hear about this person that he's interviewing. Um, you're going to see. I want to show you before that this actual amazing little review she did for using her membership, which is the membership that we have here in Trevorium, to actually get the savings that she had, and her savings was bigger than she saved more and got more than her sponsor in the business. Her sponsor had a similar VIP room, and when she invited her to her room, she's like, "Wait a minute, your room is bigger than my room. How much would this cost?" And she told her the price. She said, "Wait a minute, your cost $200 less than what mine's cost." So let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is the value when we have, when the membership have its privileges. So let me kind of show you this real quick. Let me go and play the bad boy. Hold on, let me make sure we're live before I play this thing out here. But shout out to Latanya, she had showed me this, and I was like, "Yo, I need that video because this is this kind of lifestyle living. I like to travel. Like this is how I like to travel." So let me make sure we live at 5 on side. If you coming in, comment where you coming in from. I see some people in the chat. All right. As you come in, tell me what city state you're coming in from. Let me make sure we live at 5 so that we are dominating on a high level here. Hold on one second. But let me tell you something. This right here, it blew my mind when I saw this video. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I cannot wait to start to experience these kind of experiences, because let me tell you something. This right here, this right here, oh my goodness. Now, without further ado, let me go and play this bad boy. So, yep, maybe good. Let's go play this. Let's go play this bad boy.
Okay, let's get into it. The High Beach House, you guys. This resort hotel was amazing. We had a butler and all. Look at the entrance of the hotel. So we didn't have to take anything out of our vehicle. You know, he did everything for us. But you guys, when I tell you this was a 4-star resort for 2-star prices, you won't believe how much I paid for this spot, okay? Do you see the views? Look at the views. 35th floor that we were on, okay? This was a 2-bedroom.
Hold on. View from the six, y'all. View from the six. Now wait till you see that balcony, man. This thing was crazy. Let's go.
2 full bath that slept 6 people total. Every room, every room had its own balcony that you can go out and step out. Do you guys see that full kitchen? Even though I did not cook anything, but probably warmed up some food in the microwave oven. But if we wanted to cook, we could have. And people that pretty much that stayed at this same hotel had a 1-bedroom and paid $400 more than what I paid. Like, you guys is crazy. Like, the deals are crazy. Like, if you want to stay at 4 and 5-star resorts and hotels for 2-star prices, you need to hit your girl up. Okay? Not only that, we have additional savings for you as far as groceries, restaurants, cell phone bill savings. All changes for like $24.99. Free cable, like streaming direct TV cable, right? And I know I don't have, I cut the cord many years ago, but hey, it's free. Why not? This place was absolutely amazing. Just breathtaking. just so calming and relaxing when you go outside and just soak all in that natural, amazing view. This was located in Hollandale Beach, Florida, you guys. Right, basically Fort Lauderdale as well. Say the same thing. Only a 25, 30-minute drive to South Beach, Miami, because we turned up down there too. This just was amazing. So I don't regret getting this membership because I am about to be traveling so much. Now I already go. People that know me, they know I stay on the go. And I stay at amazing places because I'm bougie like that. Like, I can't stand on anything. I'm sorry, I just can't stand on anything. Right? But I was paying like regular prices until I got a hold of this amazing membership for wholesale prices. You guys see this? You see this, right? Like, I can't make this up. And you saying, Latanya, what you paid for? Look, comment below and I'm going to let you know. It's crazy. And you can go to ExpediaHotels.com. You can go to Priceline. I can guarantee you we will beat their prices by the hundreds with the Nest. Okay? Because they have to mark up, you guys. They got to make a profit. But guess what? Not here with this.
Hold on, that was just her balcony. Remember, she said every room got their own balcony. You see how long her balcony was? You see the views? Come on, man. All my content creators, just understand what you got access to. This is off the chain. And I'm telling you, when I say guess how much this costs, they're gonna blow your mind, right? I thought she saved 200. I thought she paid 200 more. She paid 400 more for a smaller room, a 1 bedroom, and she got paid less for a 2 bedroom with these type of views. Oh my goodness.
Membership. So get in where you fit in.
So y'all saw it. I mean, y'all saw it right there, right? Y'all saw what I saw. And I just wanted to share with you guys that membership has its privileges, just like that. Okay. Membership has its privileges, and we just saw how privileged we are with this membership. I'm telling you. So let's get right to the meat and potato. I'm not gonna be here long. Just want to kind of drop some sauce on you so you guys can be boss. You can be the boss of your business. And so let me just share with you the level of, when we in marketing, you want to make sure that you do not give up on yourself. You don't give up on your business early in the game, because you're going to find out your gold. The people that are going to come and change the business for you, to change the trajectory of your business and your success, may not come in year one, may not come in year two. Check this out. This is how cool this is. Okay. So let me go and play this from my guy, Fraser Brooks, as he interviews Michelle Churchill, another person in our industry, about network marketing and how to recruit more people. Let's go.
If you want to be a top income earner in your company, then you're in the right place at the right time watching the right video, because today I'm joined by an absolute legend. Now, I say the word legend a lot, but truly the numbers that this rock star generates personally is absolutely insane. And it's just so obvious why that she's the #1 income earner in the company that she represents. So, Michelle, how are you doing?
Good. How are you? It's so excited.
Very good. Very good. So it's 4 p.m. here in Dubai. It's 7 a.m. where you are. 7 a.m. where you are?
Yep, 7 a.m. Michigan.
Wow. If we were to do a call and it was 7 a.m. my time, like, I would not have 10% of the energy that you have. I'd be like this, right? Yeah, okay, right. Yeah. What did you say? Sorry, say it again. Say it again. So before we kind of get into like your story and stuff, you were mentioning to me what's happened to you over the last 6 months. Like, what sort of numbers have you been able to put into your business over the last 6 months?
So in the last 6 months, 160,000 personal sales, and then over 240 personally enrolled through me. It's been wild.
You are a nutter, and I love it. The good type of nutter that should not be locked away. It should be out there in the world to go spread your wonderfulness. So before we kind of get into
So my bad, y'all. I done muted myself and forgot to unmute myself. That's crazy work. But anyway, what I was saying before we move on, I just want you guys to just to know how this woman did what it took, right? This is not average talk, right? So she was able to go and make a six-figure income in 6 months by doing what? Personally recruiting 240 people, right? Herself, right? This is not average talk. We're not here to talk average. We're here talking about how to dominate, okay? That's never once. Level one, okay? And so when you see this, and as we're going forward, you're going to understand that I'm looking for people who are looking to be top tier in their careers, top tier in your business, and get the mindset of a top tier person, right? And then I'm going to show you some things right after this. So let's get back to it.
To that tactic, like, tell me, like, before you got involved in network marketing, like, what were you doing? What was life like? How did you find network marketing?
Life was very different. So it was about 8, 9 years ago now. I was a hard no to the industry for 5 years. Like, there was like this huge shield up. I wasn't even open to saying no to what it was. I had no clue what it was. So just so if you're listening to this and there's those people or that person you want to work with, never give up on them, because every season is a new season. And when you fast forward 5 years to all my hard no's, I was a single mom that went through a divorce and I had $60,000 in debt. Some racked up from the divorce, some racked up from what are called student loans. So I was working a full time. My background was HR.
Hold up. Now, mind you, she just said something that's super valuable. If you are in your network marketing business, you may be in your first year, your first 6 months, your first whatever, and you really want to dominate and get top tier leaders like Michelle. Well, for that person that stayed in the game in their business for 5 years, she finally said yes after 5 years of them connecting with her, keep feeding and pouring into her, because everybody had their 12 noon. Okay. I'm telling you right now, this is the secret to majority of people's success. If you've been at your job more than 5 years, nowhere near millionaire, more than 10 years, nowhere near millionaire, then you need to understand that you have the will and you've already done it before. You just didn't do it with a company in the network marketing industry. And if you were doing the work of continuing to connect with the people, let them know what you've been up to, and they see that, okay, cool. Right now, not it. No, no, no. And she said she was a hard no for 5 years. That should tell you something, right? My hardest no's are going to be my greatest yeses. You want to say that? My hardest no's will be my greatest yeses. Because at the end of the day, listen, this is the key of success, man. If you understand this, you will dominate. Let's get back to it.
So I had the typical 9 to 5. It was in an engineering firm. I'd come home. I'd literally be with my daughter for 1 hour and she'd be sleeping by 7. Because again, I was the single mom. I'd feed her dinner. I'd put her in the bathtub, read a book with her and put her to bed. And I went in the basement where I did hair. I had an entire salon in my basement. And as much as you think, oh, you can have a baby and do hair at the same time, it doesn't work like that. So I had to sleep train her. And then the weekends would come and I cleaned houses. So I was literally working 70 to 80 hours a week. Yeah, I had a lot of, I was a jack of all trades with not a pot to pee in. So I became open because back 8, 9 years ago, I only had a Facebook account with 200 friends. I hope you heard that, because there was no Instagram and TikTok and YouTube that I had. But I had Facebook with 200 friends. And I started to see that people were kind of showing up, people that I knew, not maybe I was talking with, but like in my past life, maybe I went to school with them and they were starting to do this thing. So I became a little bit open. But when I really became open was the day that I went in to my HR job on a Monday and eliminated a group of employees. I was put on as the HR specialist to do it. And you're not just talking, hey, we're going to lay you off. And they all were in the company for 10 years. So that was when I realized, Michelle, you're a nobody. And while you just realized you're a nobody, let's figure out when you're going to retire. And when you're going to pay off 60 grand in debt. And I was going to be about 90 years old. And that was when I was like, there's got to be something out there that I can do on the side of cleaning houses, I can do on the side of my hair, and I can do on the side of HR. And let me tell you something, I went in blindfolded, I went in desperate, I went in hungry, I made my child my why, and I just failed forward and figured it out. And now here we are, right? The TikTok with 400,000 followers, the Instagram with 250,000, and Facebook with 450,000, because I just never quit. And I put in the equity to be bad at something good enough to be able to become as where I am now, which I can become even better from people like you. So I'm just always coachable and listening to the person like you who's more successful than I am.
You're unbelievable. I have a bit of a personal question going back to like before you got started and you were the single mom, 70, 80 hours. You probably being generous. It probably was more than 80 hours a week, wasn't it? Most of the time. Like
Yes.
you were having to like do the book and then you were having to like you're doing the bath time and the bed and the book and all that. Did you ever have any moments, whether it was internally or externally, where you felt like you were gonna snap? Like it was just like maybe there was like because even I felt it like recently, like my frustration ended up getting passed on to the kid, like because I'm like I've got so much to do, so many goals to achieve. It wasn't like like oh I've got to get out of debt, I've got to do all the work. Like and I felt like hurry up, like fall asleep, so I can go do it. Did you ever have any of those moments? Because I know there's a lot of mums listening and tuning in who maybe are in the situation that you used to be and like maybe they're letting their frustration out and they think like that's holding them back because they don't want more reason to be more frustrated and then more frustration to give more moments of snapping.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'd rather not do it. Did you ever go through anything like that?
Yeah, it's actually crazy that you say that, because when this was introduced to me, when I finally became open, one of the biggest things was like, wow, I'm going to do this to my child. I'm going to take on one more thing.
Yeah.
But the quality time that Bella and I had together was under stress and under tension, and it was not fun. And when I look back, the colicky child that she was because of the way that I lived, the constant rush, the constant stress, the constant, is she going to actually fall asleep? So when I got really intentional with knowing what this could do for my future and listening to people who kind of related to what I was going through, I borrowed their belief. I was like, listen, this is a short-term sacrifice for a future gain. I'm going to literally buy back future time, because now the time that I have with her, who cares if I had to make some sacrifices and wake up 20 minutes earlier, go to bed 20 minutes later after doing hair. And when I got home on the weekends after cleaning and I did have a little bit of time with her, who cares if it is spent doing some things on my phone, because the future that I was going to bring to have her be a part of my everyday life that she wasn't was literally worth a million words to me. So that's a great question. And I think about that all the time, because I was this close to thinking I'm selfish to take on one more thing. But I knew that one thing was a short-term sacrifice for a future gain. It's kind of like going to the gym, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're a really busy spouse and you work all day and you're always plugging in. And then you're like, gosh, my spouse is at home, but I just need to go take care of my health for 30, 45 minutes. No, you need to do that, because you're going to be a better partner. You're going to be a better dad. You're going to have more energy for your family, and you're going to live longer to spend more time with them in the future. But I think some of us get under so much stress and tension, we can't see that far out to realize what we're saying no to or not going all in with is what we should be going all in with.
Absolutely, well said. It's funny, Svetlana and I talk about love languages a lot, right? Like the physical touch and words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and acts of service. And we always think, I wonder what Mia's is, because obviously Ava's like 10 months. She's too young to really understand it. But Mia's, and I think like pretty much every kid's the same, it's just that quality time. All they want is that quality time. Dad, please read me a bedtime story. Please read me a bedtime story. Please read me. Like, Dad, can you come on? Dad, don't go. She was saying today I had to go out to a meeting. She's like, Dad, please don't go anywhere. Like, can I come with you? And I'm like, you'd find it really boring. She's like, no, but I just want to be with you. And I'm like, whatever we do as parents is all about guiding them through to their ambition and supporting them, but also obviously spending as much time as we can with them. It's kind of wild. You mentioned, I've got a question, right? Because a lot of people watching this are overwhelmed with a decision that they have to make to go all in, but also the world we live in now, where we've not just got one way of doing things. We've got the TikTok way, the Instagram way, the Facebook way, the YouTube way, the LinkedIn way, the offline way, the traditional way, the in-person way, the Zoom meetings way, the live streaming way, blah, blah, blah. There's all these different ways. You've got over a million followers on the three platforms that you mentioned: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If I was to come and say, listen, you've got to remove two of them and you can only have one, which is the one? Oh, I can see your face already. You're like, what's the one that you would keep and why?
What's crazy is the one that's been probably along the longest, and it's Facebook.
Yeah, 100%.
It would be Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So why? What do you feel? Because obviously there's a lot of attention on Instagram, especially in the US, and obviously Instagram's the one. So TikTok in the US, Instagram's the one that people feel like, oh well, Kim Kardashian and Cristiano Ronaldo are on there, and like I really want to be like, I want to have a really big Instagram following. And they often say like, oh, but Facebook's so old and dead, no one uses Facebook anymore. My opinion is, if you ask the majority of people, that's where they get the majority of the results, is actually still Facebook. Is that the same case? Is that the same case with you? Is that why you would keep that one over the others?
Yes, Facebook number one. And I think it has something to do with exactly what you and I do, is just being in it for the long run. Facebook has been here for a long time. A lot of people want to grow on Instagram, but because it's not exactly structured the way that Facebook is, they sit back and they don't. See, if you were to ask me, yes, I would keep Facebook and it's number one, but you need to utilize everything that's out there, right? We need to be open to being positive and coachable. So when Instagram was foreign to me and TikTok was foreign to me, it's like, but these people are doing it. We got to get out of our own head. And I got to remember, for you as an amazing coach, like I need to be doing what Fraser's doing. And when I hear you say something that I'm like, that's weird, that doesn't sound like me, I do it anyways because I want your level of success. So when you talk about Facebook and the groups, the people that are on it, you can find the average person, you can find the 50 and 60-year-olds who are like, I'm never getting Instagram or TikTok. So you have a completely different niche, and those 55, 60, 65-year-olds can introduce you to their children. So, and then they're on it because they want to see their mom and their moms want to see so then you have everyone who's on one platform, whereas Instagram might be a generational shift of a different age group, right?
For sure.
So every day someone's turning 18, every day someone's here looking for our business opportunity. They're just waiting for you to tell them the miracle that you have. But you got to be open to popping the question.
And like a lot of people haven't quite realized like the whole Facebook Reels and Facebook Lives. Like I did a live last night, and because I've been going live for a long time, like you, because I've been going live for a long time, I'm disappointed when I go live on Facebook now, because the number of people who are watching the live is significantly less. I remember the days 2017, 18, 19, when there was anywhere from 800 to 1,200 people watching a live like every single week. And like last night, I think there was like 50 or 60 people on. But this morning when I woke up, there was like 15,000 views. And
Yes.
and the engagement is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I've noticed that's a shift that's happening. And I think a lot of people as well, they're like, oh, I'm not going to go live because no one watches it. There's a lot of people watching it. And even like the reels, I'm seeing people with reels of hundreds of thousands of views on Facebook and 1,000 views on Instagram. So just because the influencer inside of the company seems to talk about Instagram a lot, Instagram seems to be the platform that people train on the most, but Facebook seems to be the one that people get the results with the most. So you were mentioning the story, like the last 6 months, 240 recruits, $160,000 in personal sales, which is nuts. Every time I see your company post the leaderboard, it's like I don't even look at number one anymore, because I'm like, well, it's going to be Michelle. It's Michelle number one, 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 Michelle, and then everyone else is trying to play catch up, right? And I know a lot of it is because of your work ethic. You are super fast at executing. You're one of the most consistent people that I've ever worked with and ever met. How have you done it? Like, how have you been able to do these sort of numbers? Because I know a lot of people watching are going, if I could recruit 240 people in 24 years, that would be a big result. Right? Like, come on.
So we're talking about different platforms, and I always love sharing this because a lot of people who do follow me don't realize I'm live at one time on every platform. So I have a phone for Instagram or an iPad. People think you have to have 3 phones. You don't.
Like we live right now on Restream, y'all. This is the value. Let's listen up. Let's listen up.
You can have your kid's tablet and get into Wi-Fi. So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and it's uploaded to YouTube. So there's 4 places I'm on all at the same time, right? Number 2, when they actually, I'm like you know, drop a 9 in the comments if you can hear me. As I'm on live, there's not as much, right? But then when you get off, you're like, oh my gosh, like 36,000 people saw this. A lot of people watch the replay, especially if they know, like, and trust you. They're going to be like, I know Fraser gives an awesome training. I'm going to go on this. I saw it. I'm going to go back to it because people are busy, right? It's kind of like a podcast, but you're live. And I got really good at just making sure I got a really good strategic system that's going down. I make sure when people are commenting or engaging or want further information, I follow up.
Yeah.
The fortunes in the follow-up, I'm constantly, they didn't just drop that one day, right? So like I'm constantly following up with those people. I'm writing their names down. I'm going back to them. It takes 5 to 7 attempts. And I never send someone a shareable cart without asking them if they like money. And I know that's something a lot of people have a guard up with. Like, I want this sale. And it's like, but this changed my life. And if someone didn't go out of the way to say, hey, do you like money? I don't know where I would be. So I kind of got rid of that and I just do both. It's like, do you? I'm not going to beg, convince you, or persuade you because there's no benefit to sign you as a retailer if you want to be a customer. But I'm going to open that up. And if you tell me no, just like if you're a customer.
Check it. Do you like money? Type a yes in the chat. If you like money, type a yes in the chat. If you live, if you like money, type yes in the chat. If you and type replay behind your answer. Let's get back to it.
And you don't want my product or you're not a customer yet, I'm going to ask what it is that's not a good fit for you because usually it's an objection that I once had. See, no, it's just a fear comes up a little bit and they don't know what to say. They don't have enough information. If you were to ask me something right now and I said no to you, I wouldn't even know what I was saying no to unless I continued asking questions.
No.
So I think as time goes on, people last month that were in December and they're like, hey, like it's kind of a slow. It's like, but every day you can show up and you can grow by still showing up because that's how you grow. Someone might look at you and I and be like, but they're so good. One time I wasn't good.
Yeah,
but
sure.
You just keep showing up and you just keep going and you keep grinding and you don't stop. Every day you're sharpening the tools that you have. So how I have those numbers is number 1, consistency. Number 2, my audience knows Michelle's going live Monday through Sunday between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I tell my audience what to do. People like to be told what to do. They're like lost in outer space. Like, hey, hit follow right now. If you hit follow on this live, it's going to alert you when I am live again. And I like to give free information. If I'm talking about protein, hey, drop in the word, comments protein. I'll give you some protein ideas. I can go to ChatGPT and it's conversation starter. So when you have so much going on between the lives and the hearts and the likes and the comments, you have so many people to be talking to and all business is conversation. But the problem is, Fraser, is people are like, but I feel weird reaching out to them. Wait, what?
Or they'll do like 5 lives and get no one commenting, going, oh, I can't have conversations because no one's commenting. And it's like, yeah, because you've done 5. That's like going to the gym 5 times in a week and expecting to have abs, right?
Yep.
Or like expecting to have a bench press that beats, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like whatever, right? Like it takes time. So
now we're going to come back with part 2. I just want to keep this live long. If you want to see part 2 to this, type part 2 in the chat and I'll come back live and do part 2 of this bad boy. And we get some more information on this beautiful situation. Also, write down any nuggets you've received from this live. Write the nuggets down, right? Write the nuggets down. Now, here's the cool thing about this. I'm going to share something real quick and I'm going to be out of here. As you saw, this woman is the #1 person in her company, right? #1 person in her company. And she's killing the game, right? She's killing the game as #1 person in her company. And like I said, people are watching me, seeing what we're doing with this travel company. It's pretty cool. But what stuck out to me and my success partner, Boomy, was the kind of money we get to make for the little amount of people that we get to bring in here. And let me kind of share with you right quick what I mean when I say that. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to take you into Facebook, right? And I'm going to take you into Facebook right here, right, where I'm going to take you to my old group I used to have where I had my team. So with this company now, with the travel company, if you like making money, like you said, this way for you to make 6-figure income, okay? 6-figure income, okay? Now, this is my group I had when I was with my prior company, and my team grew to this is just there's over 3,000 people in my that was in my team by the time it was done in a 5-year span that I was with that company. But in my group alone, there's 872 members in my group for my team. Okay, now mind you, with this company, Trivorium, in order to make a 6-figure income, all I need is 376, not personal, but 376 in my team. Okay, and I would be at an average 6-figure plus income a year. Now, mind you, I had 3,000 people in my team, and it wasn't making nowhere near what I'd be making with less than half of this number. Okay. And so here's the crazy thing about this. This is why we also moved over to the community, because even with Facebook, this is my group that I created, but guess what? I don't have access to it. I can't post. I can't do none of that stuff, because if I post, they're gonna say I'll be an admin right over here, right? So I can't even add my own post to the community, right? Because it's now pending. See, and because I lost admin privileges when they banned my account for a minute, I now lost access to everybody in this group in regards to posting in this group and helping people see the good news that is Trivorium. And this is why I switched over to my other my platform with schools, so I can be able to educate my team and my people and make it happen. But I've said all that to say, imagine if you took your 5 years to have a team that accumulated to 872 people. So you'd be at over $200,000 if that was the case, even more. I'm just giving low bottom numbers. Would that be worth your 5 years? Right? Would that be worth your 5 years to make 6 figures, double 6 figures or more, or 5 years of effort to help cultivate a team of over 872 people to be able to make double their income? Type a yes in the chat, because this is exactly what I was able to do. But when I hit that the number with this organization, I wasn't even able to make this type of money. That's why I like this Trivorium platform. That's why I like money, because when you build it over here, the income is amazing. So I just showed you that part in regards of understanding what it takes to build a 6-figure organization here with Trivorium. And if you're looking to get paid to learn how to save and travel, then type travel in the chat, and I will reach out to you. Or if anybody sharing the video reach out to you, they'll reach out to you as well and get you the information so you can make an educated decision on how to start a travel lifestyle membership company, leveraging the success of others and leveraging the work that the company is doing, so you ain't got to build from scratch. All my travel agents, let me tell you something. People are traveling all day long, even though people got stuck in these different places. Imagine you had the membership and they was able to get a rental car and drive their way home or drive to the airport, whatever it may be, or just stay in a room. Maybe they got their room and paid that big money in their room, and now they're stuck in whatever city, and now they can pay 2-star prices and stay at a nice 4-star resort while they're waiting for the day for them to get back home from there being stranded in these airports. At the time of this recording, tons of people are stuck at the Miami airport, Dallas airport, and other airports, and because of the weather, maybe because of spring break. But now we have people that was traveling that had the membership and was like, thank goodness for this membership. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a hotel or a getaway and just relax there until till Wednesday, because now it's Monday, but they won't be able to fly out till Wednesday. Okay, this is the leverage. This is the privilege that we get to have, and then they get to save while they're eating out there. Okay, so I just want to come and share with you guys that the importance of having access to memberships that will save you more than you can even imagine. That will save you more than you even ask for. Okay, and that's the key. So it's commenced today's training. Part 2 will be coming up soon. If you like part 2, if you guys want to see part 2 of how to build a powerful network, how to recruit powerful people into your businesses, right? Comment part 2. And like I said, be great because you already are great. I got to jump on another live and pack some more live. So I'll be back. But at the end of the day, it's time for you to dominate in your marketplace. If you're a network marketer and you're not in Trivorium, take this information, leverage it, apply it to yourself. You see the work that's required. Let's be the person that does the work that's required, so we can work hard, but work hard smartly with leverage. All right. I see you next live.